Christian Bale leads the American Psycho cast in an unforgettable role, but there are other familiar faces in the pitch-black satire. Released in 2000, the movie adapts Bret Easton Ellis's puzzling book, introducing the unconventional Patrick Bateman, a successful banking executive. Despite being rich and an influential businessman in New York City, Patrick decides to give in to dangerous instincts, consumed by an insatiable desire to kill. American Psycho is a sharp send-up of men's obsession with materialism as Patrick effectively represents the embodiment of toxic masculinity and male privilege. American Psycho is one of the best movies set in the 80s, capturing a rich and vibrant Manhattan in contrast with Patrick's dark impulses. Bale cemented himself as one of the most interesting actors of the 21st century with his mix of dark intensity and goofy humor. The other characters in American Psycho add to the surreal nature of the story while also featuring an amazing assortment of actors, including a couple of future Oscar winners. Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman. Date of birth, the 30th of January, 1974. Active since 1982. Character, Patrick Bateman is the infamous protagonist of American Psycho. From the film's first minutes, it's clear that he is losing his edge. He becomes immersed in a meticulous routine, yet seems to feel something is missing. While he spends his life obsessed only with himself, he finds a new compulsion: killing people. As the body count stacks up and Patrick increasingly exposes himself to danger, he suspects his careful routine will soon come to an end. Actor Christian Bale is one of the most prolific Hollywood actors, who started as a child actor, leading Steven Spielberg's war epic Empire of the Sun. Following the success of American Psycho, Bale found his most high-profile role as Batman Bruce Wayne in the Dark Knight trilogy. Bale won an Oscar for his performance as Dickie Eklund in The Fighter and has received 3 other nominations for American Hustle, The Big Short, and Vice. Bale will next be seen as Frankenstein's monster in The Bride. Chloé Sevigny as Jean. Date of birth, November 18, 1974. Active since 1992. Character, Patrick Bateman's personal secretary, Jean, is played by Chloé Sevigny. Always with a shy expression on her face and her eyes cast down, Jean's insecurity makes her a perfect target for Patrick, although he gives up on killing her at the last minute. Her would-be murder scene is one of the few moments where Patrick genuinely seems to care about someone, asking Jean to leave so that he won't hurt her. Actor, Chloé Sevigny made her debut in the controversial 90s drama Kids, which kick-started her successful career. Sevigny scored an Oscar nomination for her performance in Boys Don't Cry as Lana Teasdale, and she won a Golden Globe for her role as Nicolette Grant in the HBO drama Big Love. Sevigny has also appeared in Zodiac, Broken Flowers, and Dogville. Most recently, she played Mary Louise Kitty Menendez in the controversial Netflix series Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. Reese Witherspoon as Evelyn Williams. Date of birth, March 22, 1976. Active since 1991. Character, Evelyn is Patrick Bateman's supposed fiancée, as he tends to point out, although the two don't really like each other. Evelyn and Patrick share the same friend circle and seem to be together purely for convenience. While in the restaurant on a date, their ambivalence for each other is clearly shown as Evelyn is barely paying attention to anything Patrick is saying. This hints at her own self-centered behavior, preventing her from noticing his darker side. Actor, prior to American Psycho, Reese Witherspoon was already on her way as an up-and-coming actor in Hollywood with roles in Cruel Intentions, Pleasantville, and Election. She found big success as Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, followed by the rom-com Sweet Home Alabama. Witherspoon won an Oscar for her performance as June Carter in Walk the Line. Lately, Witherspoon has found a lot of success on television in series like Big Little Lies and The Morning Show. Jared Leto as Paul Allen. Date of birth, December 26, 1971. Active since 1992. Character, Paul Allen is a charismatic businessman who becomes Patrick's archenemy after showing up with the best business card in the office. Mistaking Patrick for another one of their colleagues, and further angering Patrick's ego, Paul spends an evening drinking with him, only to end up as one of his early victims, brutally murdered with an axe. His death gives rise to a concerning investigation involving Patrick's office.